And another thing I want to sprinkle in there and add on top. This is kind of off topic, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway. Stop trying to tell us straight women that being with another woman is going to solve all of our issues and problems that we're having in these relationships with men. Okay? That's what a lot of people like to do. Well, maybe you should get with the woman, Well, I mean, don't knock it till you try it. And, because men are so toxic and abusive. And, because it's different with a woman. And no. Okay, first of all, I'm not knocking it. I don't want to try it. That's the whole point. It's like, here, try this cucumber mustard sandwich. Well, don't knock it till you try it. You might like it. No, I know I'm not going to like it because I don't like the cucumber and mustard combo. Okay? Just like I don't like the coochie on coochie combo. Okay? It's not about knocking it. I just don't want to try it. Okay? Number 2, anyone has the propensity to be abusive and toxic. Men and women. Okay? Just like anyone has the propensity to be disloyal and cheat, Men and women cheat, just like men and women can be abusive and toxic. I was in the grocery store the other day and the lady stud slapped the living daylights out of her girlfriend. For what reason, nobody knows. Just plow. Whole grocery store got quiet. Okay? A lot of these studs out here, abusive as hell. Let's not act like they're not. Because, yes, studs whoop ass too. Studs beat women ass too. Okay? I witnessed plenty of studs going upside a woman's head. Another lady I was talking to the other day told me her ex-girlfriend ran her over with a car and broke her leg and her hip. Alright? So stop acting like women can't be abusive and toxic too. Because they can. And cheat too. And trifling too. Why you think all these people walking around here now don't know who the hell their daddy is? Right. Mama out here, slinging coochie all over the damn universe. So, let's not act like women can't be abusive and toxic. Anybody, male or female, can be abusive and can be toxic and can be a cheater. Alright? It's like I told you about the men in my family. I gave you 3 separate examples of 3 separate men in my family. My father, my uncle, and my grandfather. Never seen neither one of them put their hands on a woman. Never seen neither one of them go off, raise their voice, curse somebody out, lose their temper, throwing stuff, cussing people out. No, the men in my family weren't doing that foolishness. Going around here breaking women's necks, beating folks in the head with frying pans and sticking broomsticks up their ass and knocking women's teeth out and all that foolishness. All men are not abusive and toxic. Okay? And I know that because I grew up around 3. My father, grandfather, and uncle. Ain't never seen them put a pinky on a woman. Lay a finger on me or any other woman in my family. Never. So I know for a fact all men are not abusive and toxic. You say that because of your personal experiences. Yes, I've had a very bad experience in a relationship, but I know that person doesn't speak for all men. Okay? Don't try to get us to come to the other side. We don't want to be on that side. I know there's some good men out here, and like I said, I know all men aren't abusive and toxic. My father was a very gentle man. Just like my uncle, just like my grandfather. Never heard neither one of those men raise their voice. Stab somebody, choke a woman out, dragging them by the hair, and all this abusive crap. A lot of people witness in their family, men in their family. The men in my family didn't do that foolishness. They didn't treat women like that. They treat women like women because they were real stand-up guys, real men. That's how real men treat women. Okay? Not little sissy boys like to abuse and hit women. So I know all men are not abusive and toxic. Stop trying to get us straight women to go gay and mess with another woman, because anybody can be abusive and toxic, male or female. Studs beat women's ass too. Like, let's be real. They do. And when I think about it, I never even heard my father call a woman a bitch. My father, uncle, or grandfather never heard neither one of them call a woman a bitch or call a woman out of her name. I didn't have any Ike Turners in my family. Oh no. I didn't have those kind of men in my family. And that's why I don't deal with those type of men, because I didn't grow up with that kind of example of that being the correct way to treat a woman. And I didn't see women in my family getting abused and getting treated like that. Like I said, the women in my family are alpha females. We have very dominant personalities. Like, you put your hands on a woman in my family, oh, you must have a death wish, honey, because your ass gonna get shot, I wish my granddaddy would put his hands on my grandmama. Ella May? Oh, no, honey, he would have been one less Negro on planet Earth, okay? Grandpa would have got shot, okay? And that's how that cookie would have crumbled. Women in my family don't tolerate that foolishness. But by the grace of God, thank God, I didn't have those kind of men in my family, so they didn't have to put up with that kind of foolishness. Yeah, I didn't have any Ike Turners in my family. I didn't have abusive men as an example of what love is, or, love is supposed to hurt. This ideology a lot of black women have, oh, I'm a ride or die. No, honey, my family don't roll like that. As a man, you keep your hands to yourself and your feet on the freaking ground. Okay? I don't care how mad you get. I don't care how heated an argument gets. You don't hit no damn body. Okay? That's what you got a freaking mouth for. Open it and use it. Communicate and talk about your frustrations and what's bothering you. You talk it out and you use your mouth. You don't know how to use your mouth? Go and get you a gym membership somewhere and go and join a kickboxing class. If you need something to kick and hit and punch and beat up on, you don't hit freaking women. Okay? And that's why I don't deal with abusive men at all. That's not the role models I've had in my family of what a healthy relationship is and how you're supposed to treat a woman. I didn't grow up seeing women get abused in my family, and I didn't grow up seeing men abuse women. Not in my family. We don't do that foolishness. It's uncivilized. So I guess that is all for today, guys. Bye-bye.